Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. So it must be January because look at all this stuff that's out here in front of me. This is really the period when all the new stuff from all the different suppliers really starts to come out of the woodwork. So let's take a look at what's new for January. Okay, so to start off with, we are definitely in the future because the future is lasers. So these are very cool. They are from Orca Torch. We have the D560GL and also a torch version. So these have laser pointers built into them, green lasers. So obviously don't shine them at your friends, but this is basically so that you can shine it at an object without having to get too close or interfering with it. So if it's something nasty or venomous, you can kind of point it out to your friend and be sort of really obvious. You don't have to get too close and risk like bumping into coral or anything. And especially on a night dive, it's really bright and obvious. It cuts through the water very effectively. So that's just the D560, that's just a laser pointer, but it also has a big brother. This is the D570. This is a laser pointer, but if you double press it, it turns into a torch as well. So you get a pretty powerful, I think this is 1,000 lumens, so a pretty decent torch, and you have a laser pointer in it as well, so you can still sort of get your buddy's attention and draw attention to something. So clever little gadget. Moving on, we've got lots of new bits and bobs from Cressy. The first one I want to show you is the Calibro Mask. So this sort of starts off as a free diving mask because it's very low volume, but inside is this fog stop technology. So what they've done is they've added an internal skirt around the nose pocket, which kind of creates a seal over the top of your nose, so that's going to help reduce fogging, and it really does work. So even with a brand new mask straight out the box, if you exhale through your nose, it takes quite a long time for it to actually fog up. So once you prepared it or whatnot, that's really going to help. Lots of different colors. I really like this kind of matte blue. This is a really nice sort of blue, but clever technology inside that. And of course you can use it scuba diving as well. A low volume does help with equalizing, and if it floods, it's much quicker to clear. Sticking with a blue theme, we have the Mars XR single wing system. I just love the colorway of this. This is their Battle Blue. So as you can see, it's got blue camouflage on it. If I turn it around, we've got that sort of blue camo motif kind of continuing through. So this is great if you're thinking about starting to move into backplate harness and wing setups. They're much more flexible and much more reliable. This is how it comes. So it comes fully assembled, so you don't have to thread it and get confused about where everything goes. You just adjust it to exactly how big you want it to be, and you just rock and roll. And then if you want to move on to twins or anything, then you can. So this is great for single cylinder traveling divers because this is an aluminium wing, 3mm, so it's nice and light, but you still have the rigidity and the sort of resourcefulness, the customizability of a backplate and harness wing setup. So I really like that. That's a smart piece of kit. Continue on with Cressy, lots of Cressy regulators. This is the Compact Pro, so a nice lightweight second stage, great for the traveling diver, but it's still cold water rated. So you can use this at home, and then you can pack it in your suitcase. It's not gonna weigh too much, and you can take that traveling with you. If you're sort of checking lots and lots of cylinders, we've got an Apex surface pressure gauge. Handy little gadget, comes in both A-clamp and DIN. So whack that onto your cylinder, pressurize it. It's going to tell you exactly how much gas is in your tank. Push this little purge button, and then you can sort of fit your regulators to it. That way you're not having to fit your regulators to it, pressurizing it, checking the gauge and whatnot. It's just a small little thing, so you're not wasting too much gas neither. Okay, a new sort of base layer undersuit from SCUBAPRO, the K2 range. So this is the K2 Lite. This is very much a base layer. So if you're dry suit diving, whack this on first. It's very effective at wicking moisture away from you. It's going to keep you really nice and warm. Put it underneath your undersuit, or if you're sort of diving in a neoprene dry suit in the summertime, this is all you really need. It's that good kind of all-rounder, and if you do start to feel cold, it's definitely cold out today, then yeah, this is really going to help. Layering up definitely makes you warmer when you're in the water. Sticking with Cressy, we've got a lot of Cressy stuff that's just arrived. Cressy Thor Fins, so a tough fin. You can see that this has a dropped foot pocket, so that allows for a more effective angle of attack. It reduces the amount of drag through that, as well as these two little sort of cut throughs. They eliminate a lot of drag, and it also means that it's on the underside, if you're walking along the deck of a boat, trying to like stumble your way into the water, it's a bit flatter, so it's a bit easier to move around whilst you're in it. And because it's EBS, you've also got this bungee heel strap, makes it a lot easier to don and doff, especially with that massive sort of thumb hook. Just grab hold of that with any finger and bang, you're getting ready to go in the water. Sticking with Cressy, obviously, we've got the Cressy Neon. So this is a new dive computer from Cressy. Comes in a smart little box, I quite like that. So this is a watch-sized dive computer, as you can tell. Comes in like 100 different colors, lots of different colors. Nice, easy to read screen, and very easy to use. That's a very smart little dive computer, and not too expensive neither. So take a look at that if you're looking for a small sort of watch-sized dive computer that you can wear day to day. Fourth Element have released a Gulper Bottle. So this is it's a vacuum flask, which is basically then again trying to help the environment, which is why it's got Ocean Positive or sort of all over it. So reducing the amount of plastics. Don't buy a plastic bottle, just buy one of these. You can refill it because it's got that vacuum chamber on the inside. It's going to keep your cold stuff cold and your hot drink hot. You've got a really big sort of sippy cup kind of nozzle on that, so you can drink from it. But what I quite like is I quite like my cold drinks, so you've got a really big opening in that, so you can fit ice cubes in it. Unlike a lot of stupid plastic bottles, you can't fit an ice cube in it. With this one, you can fit massive ice cubes in that, and it's really going to keep your cold drinks cold, especially on hot days diving. And a big old loop as well, so you can clip it off on the thing. So I really like that. That's a smart piece of kit. And the final one comes from Tovatech. So this is the Tovatech Mera, and it looks like a torch, and it is a torch, but it's also a camera. So in the front, we have two different torches, but we also have a camera lens. So smart piece of kit, you put a little SD card inside of it, and then you can use it as a regular torch. It's a pretty powerful torch. It's got a spotlight and a video light, but also when you press one of the buttons, it acts like an action camera. So you can line up your shot by basically whatever the torch is lighting, and then you're just recording footage. So that way, with one item, you're bringing your camera and your torch, you're bringing its own video camera light to your own underwater lighting, so that's gonna bring all the colors back into your video, and a rechargeable battery. It's a very clever piece of kit. I don't know why anyone's made this before. Yeah, I definitely like it. We haven't actually used it in the water, but I've seen some footage of it when we were filming in the office. A very smart and pretty decent camera inside a little torch. Okay guys, so all of these are available at our website, simplyscuba.com, and there is plenty more of new stuff we just couldn't fit on the table. So take a look at our website. Thanks for watching, and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.